Bonjour guys, and welcome to another episode of Marvel or Medieval, where we're looking at some iconic Marvel characters and sticking them in a medieval setting to see how they would stack up with the tools and weapons they have from the movies in a medieval setting. So our contender for today is Captain America, and we're going to be looking at his shield and seeing how that would stack up in a medieval setting. So again, we'll be looking at the dimensions. So Captain America's shield in the movies is 2.5 feet or 30 inches, and in the comics it's a little bit smaller, but we're just going to stick with the movies so we have a universal account over all these videos. And that's really all we need to know. There's not a whole lot to Captain America's shield. Some historical accounts that I first thought of when I thought of Captain America's shield was, first of all, the Viking shield, because they're both a round shield. But this doesn't work because a Viking shield is flat where Captain America's is domed. And also, a Viking shield is a center-gripped bossed shield, where Captain America's is a strapped shield. And for those of you who don't know, let me give you a quick rundown of between strapped and center-gripped shield. Center-gripped shields were mainly used on foot, since you could hold them in one place and maneuver them to any angle, and used in shield walls and things, where a strapped shield was mainly used on horseback. Now, this wasn't always the case, but this is just a big, rough generalization on the difference between these two types of shields. So after doing some more research, I found a Scottish targe, I believe is how you pronounce it. And these work a little better because they're strapped like Captain America's would have been. But the main difference is what they're made out of. Targes, I think, were pretty flat and were made out of wood mainly. There were some metal accounts, but they were a much smaller shield than Captain America's. So, third time was a charm, and I found a Spanish rotella. Now, I couldn't find a whole lot of information on rotellas anywhere or anything that I thought was trustworthy. So I'm kind of just guessing on it, but they seem to be roughly the same size. And the big thing is that rotellas were made of iron or steel or metal. And the best part about these is they're also strapped, and they have a concave dome to them. So they resemble us very well. And so Captain America's shield lines up pretty well with these historical accounts. There's not too much that's out of place. The only thing that I say you could change is making his shield a center gripped, but that's just my personal opinion. I personally prefer center gripped shields over strap shields. And the only other thing I think that Captain America could do a little better is not always throw his shield. A shield is a primarily defensive weapon, and if you're throwing it around, you're really throwing away your defense. Now, given you could use them as offensive, but there's no reason to throw a shield. There's actually a Saga account where someone threw a shield and a guy jumped right over it. So, is Captain America's shield historically accurate? Well, yeah, I would say so. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comments section down below on what we should review next in Marvel or Medieval. On what characters, tools, or weapons would be good to review. Also, leave me your thoughts on what you think we could do to improve Captain America's shield, if there's any. And also, if you know anything more on rotellas, please let me know that. Or if you have any good sources for me to go and learn about them, that would help me out a lot. Thank you guys very much for watching The Grey Sun, and have a great day. Au revoir. Au revoir? My French is so bad.